Welcome everybody to Million Dollar Marketing Mindset. We're going to learn how to shift into becoming a content creator that has a desired result for a reason here in just a minute. My name is Melanie Greenough. I am the CEO and founder of She's Creating an Empire. We have been teaching women how to build business brands and bank accounts that they love for quite a long time. We've officially been doing it with our company now for a few years. And we've got a bubble. Do you guys ever get bubbles in your hair? Did I get my ballerina bun? Okay. So here's the reality. Most of us are out there creating content, hoping that it sticks, wondering what we should be posting, who we're talking to. Well, that usually doesn't even enter our mind. We're posting stuff that we think is good without taking into, kind of context what a marketer would do. Like, what would a publisher at one of like Oprah magazine, what would they put out in content? And so we're going to go through 3 things today that you can do to transform your marketing and get more sales, which is the goal. We want to build a personal brand online so that we can convert leads with a steady stream coming in towards us with ease. Okay. So I hope that you guys are ready. Take notes, make sure that you understand. We do this each and every week. We're here live every week to help you transform your life and your business, your bank account, and of course, your body, because we're starting a Better At campaign. The Better At campaign means I'm better at 20, I'm better at 30, I'm better at 40, right? Whatever age that you are, we want to be better at the next decade. So my birthday's on Thursday, and I'm turning 49. And I want to be better at 50, and then I want to be better at 60, and I want to be better at 70. And it's never too late nor too early to start a Better At campaign. And so today we're going to be focusing on marketing, because I truly believe that when you learn to build a personal brand, you can market whatever you want and make as much money as you want. And my goal is to help you actually increase your income in a way that allows you to build your life around, all the things that you've got going on. Maybe you're a mom, maybe you're a wife, maybe you're whatever you do. We're in a situation right now where we have a very short window of time to actually be able to capitalize on growing online streams of income. Let me tell you, things are changing, and they're changing rapidly. There was an Oxford study released that talked about, 70% of jobs are going away, they're not coming back. And they're going away by 2030, which means by 2027, we are going to be in a massive shortage. We already know we're in a recession. Things are changing. And I believe that women are positioned to lead their families. I really look at the jobs that are in jeopardy, and we're talking about things like, servers. They just opened a grocery store in the UK that doesn't have one single human working at it. They have restaurants without humans, right? They have flight attendants won't be necessary. Librarians won't be necessary. Teachers are going to be kind of obsolete. So, lawyers already replaceable. You can get a lawyer online for like $25 a month. So things are going away very, very rapidly. So what do we do in the meantime? Like, how do we take, many of you have spent a lifetime getting an education or creating a career, and those jobs are going away, and they're going away rapidly. So what do you do in the meantime to make sure that your family isn't caught in the worst recession that our, generation has ever seen, period? And what do you do to make sure that not only are you surviving, but you're thriving, right? We were having a conversation in my kitchen last night, Shanda Wright, which is one of our senior coaches, myself, my husband, my mom. We were talking about the fact that the world has never seen inflation, right, and recession at the same time. The last time there was a recession, they took the interest rates from 7% to 0%. Well, now we're at 7% interest rates, and inflation is an all-time high. So this has never been done before. What we're experiencing now has never been done before. The power of She's Creating an Empire, the power of our community, is that you have a safe place to learn, grow, and be. You have a safe place to transition. And let me tell you, when I think about the millions really of lives, millions and millions and millions of lives, they're going to be impacted in this coming wave of change. It breaks my heart, because I know we can't reach enough people fast enough. And so I'm asking for your help. I'm asking for you to invite women into this group, no matter what they do, no matter what their profession is, no matter their walk of life. I want for them to understand that they can position themselves in front of a wave, because wherever there is an obstacle, there's an equal seed of opportunity. And this is really true. Whenever there is a massive obstacle or tragedy or something is going on, the shakedown, we can call it, whenever the shakedown's happening, there is a seed of equal opportunity. We just have to have the eyes to see and the ears to hear and the mind to perceive what's going on. And what we do as a community is we do it together. And I was saying that our new tagline needs to be, because women like to do it together. Like, we don't even want to go to the bathroom at the restaurant by ourselves. We want to go in packs, And so that's what we're here to do. So if you're tuning in for the first time, I know that's heavy and it's a lot of information, but it's really important for you to understand that we have a very short window of time, and I don't take my job lightly. I do believe, going from a broke, homeless, single mom to where I am today with multiple online income. And don't get me wrong, I have not arrived. I work every single day at building my empire. I'm trying to constantly figure out how to get ahead of the next wave. I always want to be positioning myself so that we can, as a community, create opportunities for our coaches, for our, people that we're working with, to make more money, make it grow, keep it, right? We want to keep it. Keeping it's important. We want to make it grow. We want to make sure that we have more than one stream of income, because if one goes away, we know we have 2 or 3 others right behind it. So let's talk about $1 million mindset, what you can do to shift yourself into A, $1 million producer, but B, a $1 million brand online. And then you are your brand, right? Like, it really doesn't matter to me what you do. If you're a dentist, doctor, lawyer, all the things we talked about, a teacher, a stay-at-home mom, you are your brand, and your ideal client is looking for you. So number one, have you figured out who your ideal client is? Right? That's important. How old is she? How much money does she make? What's her lifestyle like? But 2, are you producing content that she wants to hear about, that she wants to know about? It's really interesting to me that, you can have the best content in the world, but if it's not speaking directly to your ideal avatar, it actually doesn't matter, right? If it's not calling them to a higher place, if it's not making them feel something. If you all felt something when I was talking about the recession and what's going on, I want you to drop a 1 in the chat, because the goal is to help your people, the people that you're trying to reach, feel something. And when they feel something, they can connect to the information. When they do that, they connect to you. When they connect to you, you actually can gain influence. And when you gain influence, you can leave an impact, right? And we believe with She's Creating an Empire, that when you educate a woman, you change a family. When you change a family, you have a ripple effect in the community. When you have a ripple effect in the community, you can impact a nation, which changes the world. And so we really do want to understand that as a $1 million marketing mindset, our goal is to create content that actually has the human on the other side receiving that content feeling something. Okay. So ask yourself, is the content I'm creating designed to have them feel something? And when they feel that thing, what's the next step they're going to want to take? What's the next move that they're going to want to make? What is the call to action that I need to put on that? Did I put something there that made them want to reach out to me? Well, where are they reaching out to? Did I put something on there that made them want to research? Where are they going to go research? Like, what is the next step for that human that's interacting with your content? So here's rule number 1. We want to make sure that our content is connecting feeling-wise with our avatar. That's rule number 1. So content connects feeling-wise to our avatar. The feeling matters. Right? It doesn't matter if it's pretty. It matters that it connects. It doesn't matter that, it's perfect. It matters that it connects. Number 2, it's all about the eyeballs, right? We have to get eyeballs on our stuff. If you guys have listened to Gary Vee at all, if you don't know who that is, go look him up. But, you have to get eyeballs on your stuff. That means your only job, and Grant Cardone said this when we were at the not 10X, when we were at the Break the Code event in last month, like not very long ago, actually. Grant Cardone said, your job is to get attention. That's your only job. Just get attention. What does that mean? It means you have to stand up and stand out. It means you can't blend in. It means you can't post the same same thing everyone else is posting and expect to get a different result. You need to be a little bit polarizing. You need to find your lane and stay in your lane, right? So my content is polarizing. Why? Because I have strong opinions and I'm not afraid to share them, but that calls my avatar to the forefront. They either say, yes, she's for me. Yes, I like her. Yes, I want to be a part of her community, or heck to the no, please, no. And then we say, right, click off. We don't have to stay engaged with people that we don't want to be engaged with. So number one is what? Make them feel something. Number two is get attention. When you do get attention, make them feel something. Number three, you really have to let go. To get $1 million marketing mindset, you're really going to have to let go of what people think of you. I know that Shanda went through the same hurdle. If you have been through this same hurdle where you had to actually let go of what other people felt or thought of you to actually produce content that mattered, I want you to drop a 2 in the chat, or if you've experienced that at any other point in your life, because I really do think that the faster we learn that what other people think of us is not our opinions, the better off we are. I know it's, we're taught to run around worrying about what they think, thinking about what they think, all the things. But the truth is that what they think of us is not our business. That's the truth, right? The truth is that we have to be willing to accept a certain level of, ridicule, a certain level of rejection in our rise to greatness, right? If you're performing, so if you're at a certain level, let's say you're making 50 grand a year, right? You're at a certain level. And then you start creating content that elevates you as an expert, that makes your audience feel something. You start getting eyeballs on your stuff. You get leads towards you. You make more sales. Now you elevate your income to $100,000. Well, do you think the people that are still at $50,000 are happy for you? Do you think that that's, are they cheering you on? Well, the reality is some of them are, and some of them really, really aren't. But it's not your business. Your business is to elevate. Your business is to do things differently. Your business is to reach higher. Your business is to get to that $1 million mark. And you can't do it worrying about what they think. You just can't do it. It doesn't work like that. You really have to let go of what they think to be able to create that win for yourself in a way that matters. Okay. So that's a really big deal. And I think oftentimes what we do, instead of letting go and letting God, so to speak, letting go and letting people find us, letting go and deciding that we're more important and that our goal and our dreams and our whatever is more important than somebody liking us. When we do that, when we actually let go, you'll be shocked at the flood of people that come towards you. And number 4, I said 3, but I'm going to throw this one in there as a freebie. We actually have a system called the content creation formula. If you have not done the content creation lab, I strongly recommend it. I don't know if you can actually buy it online right now, but it is included as a bonus to our new Lead Crusher Challenge. It's an all new Lead Crusher Challenge that we have running actually February 20th. And the content creation formula is how you create 40 pieces of content from one main piece of content. So, and I'm talking like the tech stuff of it, right? So you film a video and then how do you process it and create all this other content, micro content that goes out to all these different platforms, and where do you tie it back to? And when you tie it back, how do you create the lead? Obviously, I can't go through all of that right now. It's a couple of hours worth of training, and you do get it free as a bonus with the LCC, the Lead Crusher Challenge. But I really think it's important for us to understand it doesn't take thousands of hours to make content. We were at a meeting on Saturday night, and I was, kind of coaching, holding a mastermind with some of our top coaches in She's Creating an Empire. And I was saying that I work less than everyone else because I work smarter and I use systems, right? Now, don't get me wrong. I work long hours some days, right? But some days I don't. I'm going on vacation on Thursday until next Thursday with my husband to Mexico. And I'll work a couple hours while I'm there because I don't want to miss the CEO school, etc. But understand, guys, I could. And when I'm there, I can create content as I'm going through my days, but I don't panic and don't put pressure on myself with the content because I have a system to do it. Okay. So that's my goal for you guys, is to become marketing mavens, to become $1 million marketing mindset geniuses with very little time and effort, but instead really creating that content that's able to be chopped down and then turned into micro content for future use. So I want you guys to do me a favor. We're going to practice right now. I want you to take out your phone. Oh, got something in my eye. I want you to take out your phone and I want you to open Instagram, or you can open your camera, but I would recommend you open Instagram instead. So open your Instagram, and then you're going to click the little plus button, right? And you're going to click story. And we're going to create a story right now because I want you guys to see how simple this can be. Clean your lens on your camera, right? This is something I have to remind myself. Clean your lens on your camera. So we want to come in here and we want to like just take a little video so that we see what's going on, right? And then we're going to do what? We're going to post it to our Instagram. You guys can tag Melanie Greenough now, which you can see there on the screen, Melanie Greenough now. And you guys can also put hashtag she's creating an empire. Now, what does this do for you? It creates exposure. When you're hashtagging, when you're tagging me, I can reshare it, which means my audience sees your stuff. When you're hashtagging, it means there's a whole community of people that are going to see your stuff, right? That's a little piece of content. You're on here anyway. You're on here anyway. Another thing you can do is, do that little video or that little thing, send it to your stories, and then turn around and take one of you doing the training. That's another big deal. So if I just open my camera, right? Now, you guys, I'm also going to take this video and I'm going to chop it up. I'm going to make it into a blog. I'm going to turn it into little shorts. This is all stuff that I can do. Why? Because I learned the content creation formula. So when I do that, now I've got 2 pieces of content there. Well, how much content can you use following a system? How much can you make? A lot of content that's very focused on your ideal avatar. Who am I trying to reach? Women. What do they want to do? Build a brand online, build a business online, build income online, right? So now I've created 2 pieces of content in the same time I was doing something else, took no particular effort, and I'm able to post that with a call to action saying, hey, here's my live training. We just did it. Here's the things we learned. Here's the replay link, right? So I'm sending them back to the free group to get the replay. You guys can do this too. And as you're doing that, you're adding value. You're becoming the expert in the market because now you're the person that's connected to the person that's doing all the training. I see Shanda just posted to her story. Who else is going to actually do the homework? Go post to your story. Go take a video, post to your story, tag me, which you see right there at Melanie Greenough now, right? Hashtag she's creating an empire, right? Add music if you want to, whatever you want, but understand that's how you gain exposure. Now I'm going to take Shanda's story and I'm going to post it to my feed. And when I do that, my entire audience sees her and I have 11,700 followers. Okay. So when you think about becoming a $1 million marketing mindset maven, you really have to think, how am I going to create the most amount of content in the shortest period of time with the least amount of work, reaching my ideal client and adding calls to action that matter? That's really it in a nutshell. So the content creation formula that you're going to get, by the way, guys, the challenge is going to be free for the next 7 days. Cassie, if you want to put the link up there for the next 7 days, you guys need to put on the registration page who referred you. So if you have a coach that you're working with within She's Creating an Empire, make sure you put the link there, but it is going to be free for the next 7 days. There's a link in the comments. And I haven't decided if I'm going to charge for it. I might decide to charge $7 and then $20. I haven't decided, but when I do decide, trust me, you'll have 24 hours notice. So make sure you go get registered. We're going to show you how to generate 100 leads in just 5 days, how to build a personal brand that sets your soul on fire, how to get out there and become the divine CEO that you are meant to be, how to actually position yourself in the market as the expert, and how to create calls to action that matter. As a bonus, you're getting the content creation lab and some really cool, by the way, guys, on its own, that's a mini course that would be, I think it's about $400 on our site. So it really is high value. This is an all new lead crusher challenge. We're going to be talking about TikToks, Reels. We're going to be talking about LinkedIn. We're going to be talking about how you tie it all together, how you use strategy calls to convert. This really is going to be a challenge that changes your life. It's a 5-day challenge starting February 20th. So you're going to want to make sure to mark that on your calendar. Make sure you get registered. This will change your life. A lot of people come out of this challenge with 300 or 400 leads without paid ads, guys. This is all organic growth. So it's really important that you go and get registered for it and make sure you put in there who referred you. Now, to wrap up the event, it's really, for me, my heart is that this year becomes the year that you say enough is enough. Enough is enough working a job that doesn't pay me enough. Enough is enough not being home with my kids when I want to be, or traveling when I want to, or being able to afford the trips I want to, or being able to fly first class. Not that you guys understand that it's not all about the stuff. It's about the freedom that the money provides. You understand? It's not about the money itself. It's about what the money can do for you. I have a goal to sponsor 100 women personally this year and 100 orphans personally this year, and sponsor 100 youth this year. Hey, what would you guys think? Let me do a little poll right now. What would you guys think if we had a She's Creating an Empire youth group that's built for girls between the ages of 12 and 20? What would you guys think about that if it was run by young women that have been trained by me, that all have online businesses that are crushing? What would you guys think about if they learned how to become strong, powerful, independent, fierce, entrepreneurial women in the marketplace that are growing online businesses? What would you think about that? Like, I am really, seriously, drop a yes in the comments if you want to see us develop. I used to be a youth pastor. I used to work with youth, and I just truly want to see their lives changed. It'll probably have a really small little membership fee, just so that, you know what I mean? So that it's not like people saying they're going to come and then not show up. It will not be a lot of money, like, at all. But I really want for the youth to be mentored, because if you guys think that we're in trouble, I'm going to tell you right now, the next generation is literally foobarred. They are literally screwed. They're going to school right now to get an education for a world that will no longer exist when they get out. There are people, children, going to school right now in their first year of university to become, a career that will not exist when they graduate. And it's criminal. And we have to teach them something different. Oh, and my kiddo been begging for this, right? I'm really excited for, take my cards. You guys are funny. I'm really excited for it. I don't know the timeline. Obviously, it will have to be an after school time. I'm thinking, anyways, during the week after school at some time where they can just tune in and get some mentorship and start their own little businesses and learn to grow their own income, etc. And the other thing I want you guys to be really aware of is that we're going to be focusing on, and Shannon and I have been talking about this a lot, cryptocurrency is about to change the world. And I feel like we're not doing a great job of educating women on how they can get involved, what that looks like, what it means, etc. So it's going to be more of that coming down the pipe. So just for right now, the $1 Million Marketing Mindset, that's what I want you to focus on. How do you get your audience feeling something? Connect with them when you're creating content. Connect with them through story. Connect with them through authenticity, through vulnerability, through coaching and teaching. Also, get eyeballs on your stuff. What do you got to do to get attention? You need to stand out, right? Like, hence the pink nails, pink watch, right? So also, making sure that you have to let go of what they think of you and be more concerned about what you think of you, right? And attracting your right client. And then, of course, the content creation formula, learning to take one piece of content and take that content and then turn it into multiple pieces, recording what you're doing in a day so that people can see, and making sure that you understand they're watching you. They are watching you, I promise. Your ideal client wants to buy from you. They do. They want to buy from you. It's just a matter of you providing the opportunity to do so. So with that, I am a mama. Yeah, I am definitely a mama. Let me see. I'm sorry, guys. I can't see your comments. U.S. government bought 150,000 Bitcoin in the last 12 months. I feel like that's a sign. I don't know. 150,000 Bitcoin in 12 months. Do you think that they know something's coming? I'm leading my little ones, but yes, exactly, Carly. You watching this and having them listen, you have no idea how many kids have heard Greg and I's training over the last 15 years, and their lives are drastically different. One of them that I know just had her first, I think it was $30,000 a month. Yeah, $30,000 a month, I think it was. Did it all right, wasn't set up for the world that actually exists. See? Like, it's not a joke. Guys, we're on a mission to impact 1 million women's lives in the next short time. And we are running out of time. And so if you haven't added anybody to the Facebook group recently, can you please go do that? Invite any of your friends who have any career to the Lead Crusher Challenge, whether they're in sales, real estate, network marketing, coaches, consultants, sales, if they have a small business. This will help them learn to gain leads for their business that are hot buying prospects, and how to transform those leads into purchases, right? Let's do our part in strengthening the hearts and the minds and the spirits and the skill set of the women around us that need us right now. We must step up. So I love it. Repeat the mantra about setting the captives free. That's why we're here. I am called to set the captives free. I've been called to set the captives free since I was a small girl. I used to sit in class and think, dear baby Jesus, they are just sitting here, teaching these kids a whole bunch of stuff that they don't need to know. I'm 5 years old saying to my mom, I don't know what they're trying to teach us there because it sure is the heck not going to serve me. I'm not going to be a doctor or a scientist. I don't want to do that. Why do I have to take biology? The world is changing so fast. We need the education to keep in front of what's coming up. Absolutely. So with that, guys, thank you for being here. I hope that helps you today. Shift your mindset away from being content. What do you call that? When you're taking it in, you're absorbing it. You're the one consuming. That's the word. When you're a content consumer, you are looking at content in a very different frame of mind than when you are a content creator. So it's important that we turn to creation and not consuming. You are so welcome. Thank you for pouring into you. I don't know who that is because you didn't let StreamYard see your name, but I need you guys to do that. There's a link again to go get registered for the Lead Crusher Challenge. We are starting February 20th. The podcast will be launching. The site went down today, so it was supposed to launch tomorrow. We're going to have to postpone, but again, everything happens just as it's supposed to. So we'll let you guys know as soon as that podcast is going live. If you are not a part of the podcast launch team and you want to be, please drop podcast in the chat and I'll make sure that Cassie gets you into that messenger group. We're going to be doing some really cool, fun stuff together, driving the podcast to number one in its category. And it's just going to be a blast, a blast, a blast. So thank you. Oh, Facebook user, both of you just put podcast, but we can't see your names. So can you please drop the instructions on how to put podcast and then your name, please? So podcast, if you just did that, because for example, Andrea, I can see you. Valerie, I can see you, but there's 4 of you that I cannot see. StreamYard isn't letting us give it permissions. Cool. Okay, just put your name. Put your name there. Say, my name is, Grace Johnson Podcast. Exactly. Thank you. So if you guys want to be a part of the podcast team and you're not yet, please put your name and then podcast so that we can see what you're doing. And Shanda says, it's Debbie, Jay, I'll help with the podcast. Cool. Regina, awesome. Jen Pratt. Okay, guys, so we're going to get you in that podcast group, that podcast messenger group. As a matter of fact, I think we can, anyways, we'll go through and make sure you guys all get in there. If you put podcast, you got to put your name behind it. Whoever just dropped, there we go, Susan. Okay, Susan and your last name, because there's maybe more than one Susan on here. Okay, guys, I love you. Let's become $1 million marketing mavens this year. Let's shift away from consumption, shift to creation. Let's get out there and really impact women's lives. Let's band together and say enough is enough, that we have the answers. We have a safe place for them to come and learn and grow and be. And we are going to drive millionistas this year. That's our goal. 100 women making 100K in the next short while. And more than that, if we can do anything about it. So with that, be blessed. Love you. We'll talk to you soon, okay? Bye for now.